Well, it's still News 360. Thanks for staying with us. Let's do some business now. My name is Nanikia Mensah Abrampa. Talking about the Cedi's appreciation to its major trading currencies, precisely the dollar. The CEO of Dalex Finance, Ken Thompson, has expressed disappointment with government over the recent appreciation of the Cedi through auctioning of dollars and borrowing from the domestic markets rather than through productivity. Meanwhile, the head of finance department of the University of Ghana Business School, Professor Godfrey Bokpin, has also questioned its sustainability.
In the first few months of the year, the Cedi lost more than 8.6% of its value against the dollar and other major trading currencies.
When I've talked about the Cedi being overvalued, I've used the Big Mac index. It uses purchase power parity, and the Cedi is somewhere between maybe 5.5 and 7. But for so long as we continue to support the Cedi in this way, this country is doomed and we have no future.
After a decision by the Bank of Ghana to auction some dollars and other efforts to raise about $2.5 billion from the domestic market, the Cedi is currently appreciating in value.
You know, Cedi appreciation for me is extremely disappointing. I'm at a loss for words because it has best no relation to how productive we have become.
On the forex market, the dollar is currently selling at 4 cedis, 23 pesos. But the head of the finance department of the University of Ghana Business School, Professor Godfrey Bokpin, is asking how sustainable the current trend is.
Once the stability or the appreciation of the Cedi is not a reflection of real structural changes in the economy, then you know that it's not sustainable.
He says the government appears to have a plan for the currency market.
I get the impression that government knows to a large extent what they are doing. Private sector leadership, the orientation has changed.
I'm sure the debate would continue on government intervention regarding the Cedi. While some are saying it should fall, others are saying government should intervene. Meanwhile, the finance minister has been speaking, and Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta has dismissed assertions the stability of the Cedi is artificial. He however called for consumption of local products, which he said is key in shoring up the Cedi, that is shoring up the Cedi against its major trading currencies.
Between reading of the budget, which clearly indicated what I term a preferential option for the poor, at the same time a private sector-led growth, so by abolishing those taxes and creating the tax relief, clearly I think it created economic freedom for people to feel energized and for the entrepreneurship spirit of Ghanaians to come up. So that was good, and I think with that energy we began to see a pickup in productivity. The Bank of Ghana also went on to then reduce the interest rate by 200 basis points. That was a good indicator of where things are going. And then we were also quite blessed with the relationships and network we had to be able to reprofile some of our debt to about $2 billion.
He debunked assertions the stability of the Cedi is artificial.
I'm not sure that there's any issue of artificiality in this, because all we have done has been consistently tackling the variables of revenue and expenditure. Capping the earmark fund was important because it gave us fiscal space. And then I guess we have to work with the labor unions to get some good stability in how we pay them. And then as we focus on the debt, and the debt continues to come down, we should be able to sustain it.
On accusations by some minority members of parliament that government has approved some 2 million cedis for purchase of vehicles, although the president has directed otherwise, the minister said,
Vehicles that I'm aware of really is for parliamentarians and council of state. So I haven't seen any ministers. The directive was quite clear from the office of the president. So the minority should find out what it is, but it is for them.